We have some breaking news this morning that is going to disrupt a lot of what currently goes on the Amazon as far as refunds, returns, and any form of reimbursement that Amazon gives. And that is that Amazon announced that they are changing their entire way of doing FBA inventory reimbursements. Now, how does this really work? Well, they released this statement on update to FBA inventory reimbursement policy. Now, this is going to be in effect starting March 10th. But to know what the basics are here, essentially what they are doing is that they are going to change how they actually do the reimbursement for every type of FBA inventory issue, and it's going to be based on manufacturer cost. Now, for those that don't know, beforehand, Amazon typically took it as part of a percentage of your sale price for what they would reimburse. And then on top of that, you could also have others include in there. So other fees, other aspects of that. Now, Amazon is changing that to where instead they give you two options to help provide you greater control and accuracy. You can choose how to determine your manufacturing cost for your products. Option number one is Amazon themselves will provide a manufacturing cost estimate for you. This is going to be based off of products sold by Amazon, other sellers, and through wholesale channels. Now, this is the option that I am most intrigued about, primarily because think of it this way. Is this going to be comparable if you sell, let's say, a high ticket item within your category or a more luxury good? Are they just going to compare you to a 5.99, Chinese wholesale seller? Maybe. I don't know. It could be that that's their entire plan with something like this. Or maybe it turns out that a lot of other people have a higher manufacturing cost than you, and you end up, profiting from something like this comparatively to the old system. Now, this is the secondary option, which really kind of intrigued me as to what this means. It is you can provide your manufacturing costs directly. As many people know, putting costs in Amazon has always been kind of a taboo. This was much more of a taboo years and years ago when Amazon started very blatantly copying top products and categories and manufacturing them themselves, and usually a lower price, lower cost, etc. Because it's Amazon, they can do everything in bulk. So this is the one that I am most wary of giving costs directly to Amazon. What are they going to do with that data, right? Like, what does it mean to actually give them your manufacturing cost? Do you have to tell them, your manufacturer? Do you have to provide them with invoice slips for this? Are they just going to, allow you to put numbers in? Because that's a genuine question I have here. Can you just say, yeah, it costs me $25 to manufacture my $30 sale product, right? I don't know. Maybe Amazon will let you do that, but that would be insane because that would just drive up costs. But they'll likely audit this type of thing. So this is an area where if you are looking to profit from putting in a blatantly not true manufacturing cost to try and profit a little whenever Amazon loses your goods, I would very much advise that you don't. Now, the thing that I don't like here is the aspect of if you don't provide your own cost, we'll automatically apply our estimate when you can change when you're ready, or which you can change. So they will still do option one essentially if you don't do option two. I think this is going to turn into a lose-lose situation. I think that the actual cost here that they are going to be doing for comparable products is likely to be much lower than what the average seller is actually getting from a manufacturing standpoint, because they, again, comparable products sold by Amazon. Amazon is a multi-trillion dollar company. They can buy products for much, much cheaper than you or I can. That is just blatantly true. That is always going to be the case. So I just feel that this area right here is not going to be actually comparable to what the average person is selling the product for. And they're basically saying, hey, you have to give us your costs if you don't want to get screwed on FBA inventory reimbursements. Which then, again, what are they going to do with those costs? Likely a lot of data mining here. They're essentially trying to put it into your pocket, into your realm for what's actually happening here. So I guess we'll see what happens there. And then finally, as well, the bigger aspect of this is it excludes costs such as shipping, handling, custom duties, or other costs. So that's another thing I really hate about this is Amazon's basically saying, hey, we know that, we lost all your inventory, 4,000 units, and we have to reimburse you for that. but that 20% of the actual cost of what it takes to get to us. And even though we lost it, yeah, we're not going to reimburse you for that. We're only going to reimburse you for the product itself. So I really hate that aspect of Amazon. This to me reads like someone being extremely greedy, Amazon that is, especially after they literally just announced, hey, we're not doing any fee hikes in 2025. Well, guess what? Instead, they're going to screw you out of a lot of your reimbursement stuff post Q1. So, they're saying down here as well, we're constantly refining our operations and processes to prevent products from being lost or damaged and having to be reimbursed. For cases where reimbursement is necessary, we're focused on ensuring timely compensation. They did announce that earlier this year. This seems to be part two to that announcement. We now offer automatic reimbursements for items lost in our fulfillment centers, saving you time and eliminating the need for you to submit a claim to receive reimbursement. I think that overall, this is a bad move from Amazon for the majority of sellers. This is the type of thing that likely is going to end up losing sellers more money in the long run when it comes to things. Amazon is now doing the one who's like, hey, we're doing automatic reimbursements for pretty much all of your FBA inventory. And on top of that, they're essentially saying, oh, we're also going to fully decide our own cost of what we'll pay you now. It's kind of scummy in the way that they're doing this. Not a huge fan. Secondarily, that this is really going to probably disrupt a lot of industry when it comes to things like, seller investigators, Getaga, Helium 10, all of the return, even my refund guy, all of the different return portals that we have and all of these different reimbursement companies. If this turns out to really be something where Amazon's just trying to say, hey, either give us your costs or we're going to give you, 5 cents on the dollar per unit, that's going to be a major, major, major impact to those businesses in general, to the bottom lines. And I don't see how they're going to really recover from something like this. So either, as Amazon typically does, either you get in the house or you get screwed over. And it seems like they're really, really trying this time to make sure you get in the house, especially with their automatic reimbursements, giving you costs and everything. So this is a really bad take on Amazon's part, in my opinion, for Amazon sellers. That being said, it's not the end of the world. Never has been, never will be. This is just another bump in the road as an Amazon seller and another reason to really buckle down on your overall fulfillment processes and make sure you get as many reimbursements in as soon as you can right now. And if you are interested in some reimbursements, don't know how, reach out to us at My Refund Guy and we would be happy to help you. So, all that being said, this is new. I'm expecting more to come out about their reimbursement policies probably before March 10th when they roll this out. I would imagine here that they're going to add even more layers on top of this at some point in time. So we'll be interested to see what that is, and we will keep you posted when it does.